Hey, hi everyone. Hey again. So today I'm just gonna answer one of the most famous questions, which is like, what are my chances to get a job? And how much do I have applied to get a job? And how many jobs offer do I have applied to get a job? So the answer is no one knows. No one knows what will be your chances to get a job. So let me show you one of the examples and what I'm talking about. So yeah, so a lot of people ask how many jobs do I have to apply to get a job? So there is no number. The more you apply, the better. But I would say an average, what I have been hearing from other IMGs is around 80 to 100 applications to secure just one interview, not a job. So when you have an interview, it does not automatically mean you have a job. So you have to prepare very well for your interview, crack your interview, and then you will get the job. So I just want to remind you that being rejected is totally normal. It's something that happens to everyone. I got so many rejections when I was applying for jobs. So just don't get disencouraged about it. Just take it as a way to say, okay, I'm doing the right things because I'm getting so many rejections and this is how it should be. But in every month, if you have been rejected a couple of times or I don't know, 10 times, what you have to do is to improve your CV. You just don't stay with the same CV for the whole journey. Just learn from what could have been the reason of rejection and improve your CV. Sometimes there is no reason, just basically they don't see your CV and that's it. I want to show you when I was applying for jobs, I actually created an Excel sheet where I did put all the jobs I have applied to. So I applied to these hospitals here and the position. I also put the ideal reference because I knew I was going to have so many rejections and I will get lost about which job have I applied, which job I did not apply, which job is this. So what I wanted to do is to create, to organize all my jobs applications. So as you see, is very red, and that means they are all rejections. And I only have one green one, which is where I'm working at the moment. So yeah, all the rejections are on red. So I apply to Victoria, Western Australia, New South Wales, Queensland. You just have to apply everywhere. That's what number one rule. Number two rule, you would get rejected so many times. Even if you do everything correctly, your CV might not be seen and you would get rejected. So just don't get sad, just keep applying. I know someone who texted me once, is like, oh, I applied for 4 jobs and I got rejected from all of them. It's like 4 jobs is nothing. You have literally to apply to around 50 or hundreds. And I read stories about people who had to apply to 500 jobs to get only one job application, one job interview, and then pass the interview. So all the red ones are the one who rejected me. So almost everywhere. The white ones are the one who ghosted me. So I never heard back from those. So I never knew what happened. So my application is still there, but this is from last year. So they never opened my application. They never got back to me. And apart from this, I actually as well contacted hospitals by email, but I never got a positive response from that either. So yeah, I'm just gonna say that this is part of the normal process. Keep applying. Just a small reminder, you will need 2 referees for each job you apply to. So mainly consultants from your home country. So keep their emails and contact details ready. And then again, just please stop asking the questions. What are the chances to get a job? Because no one knows. So you have better chances if you have good clinical experience. If you have Western experience like in UK, Europe, USA, Canada, I really think that Australia loves UK graduates who have been working there. They just come here without the exams, and that's the competence pathway. So you have higher chances if you're in the competence pathway. It doesn't mean that you will get the first job you apply to. They also have to apply and find the job, and then they get here. If you have recency of practice, this is really important. So you have to be up to date with your clinical experience. A lot of questions are, does teaching help you in cover your gaps? No. Research also does not help you in cover your gaps. The only way to cover your gaps is to be a doctor in your home country. And a gap is at least working for 3 months in the last 3 years. If you have not worked at all for the last 3 years, that's a very significant gap. And that could be a reason to not get jobs. So we always say you have to find a way to get that recency of practice. So a lot of people go back to their home countries and work for 3 months to restore the recency of practice. Of course, if you are an Australian citizen, if you have a PR or a valid visa work, that makes you a better candidate. Of course, if you have passed AMC2, so I really, really recommend everyone to do their AMC2. I think it's just makes your life so much easier. But not only that, just the learning you do in AMC2 is so important when you start practicing here. So I think my AMC2 preparation really, really helped me in practicing in here, especially in taking very good history, in doing good physical examination. So if you pass AMC1, start preparing for AMC2 and start applying for jobs. That's something that simultaneously, while you are preparing for AMC2, you have to start applying for jobs. And last thing is good CV, of course, and cover letter. So I already have my videos on a CV and a cover letter. Follow those. Do not use typical ChatGPT paragraphs, which are boring, easy to see that they are ChatGPT. And of course, if I'm a recruiter and I see someone with that CV or cover letter, I would not select that because they can easily say, oh no, this is copy paste from ChatGPT. Just remember, you are competing with so many IMGs with AMC1 and English tests. So you need to stand out somehow, right? So, and not only that, some job also you are competing with the locals graduate, and some jobs you are competing with people from UK, from Canada, from USA. So that makes it harder. So you have to keep practicing. You have to keep your experience in your home country, like growing, and at the same time preparing for AMC2 and at the same time applying for jobs. Really tough, really hectic, but we all went through this. No one got a job so easily in Australia, like, oh, I'm just applying and I will get a job. Everyone struggled to get a job. So you have to struggle to get a job, but you will definitely get it. And that's the main thing. Yeah, so as I said, I know I still have to do 2 videos. I have to do one about how to apply for internships in Australia, which is possible for IMGs, but mainly for IMGs who are already living in Australia, I would say. And I will make a video about how to apply for the campaigns that they will be starting in May, June this year. So I will do that within the coming week. So yeah, that's a short video today, just to let you know that the journey is tough, but you have to be mentally prepared for it. But it's doable because many of us have done it, and many of you will do it as well. Okay, so just as you know, you can subscribe, and I will post the next videos within next week once I have a day off of my work. So I will keep you updated about it. I will just post it, and if you visit my channel, you will find it there. And that's it. Thank you so much.